The following segment is brought to you by Dream On Sport Fishing. CRvillas.com and Outdoors with Joey Mines.
Folks, I've got Rick Graham. He's one of the owners of Dream On Sport Fishing. I'm gonna go ahead and tell you, we've been out with their boat for the last 2 days, and it is first class. It is outstanding. Let's talk a little bit about your boat.
Well, the boat, I got the 3 key elements for our company, and that's my captain, my first mate, and our boat. The Blackfin is it's almost legendary as a a sport fishing machine. Dream On has got a history going back to the mid '80s. It's caught thousands of fish.
Wow.
It's a great boat in the bigger seas. It's got a hull design that just slices through that that large water, and I'm sure you can attest to that.
Absolutely.
A boat like that, it handles the big water like a 45-footer.
You know, the captain and first mate, I've got to tell you, from a lot of experience on salt water, they were the best I've ever seen. Let's talk a little bit about these guys.
Okay, well, Adelso, he's our captain. He's a second-generation captain. His father, he's been captaining these waters for years. So Adelso was raised here, and he's been on my boat for 5 years now, close to it. And I think he's one of the best out there. And Mario, what can you say about Mario?
Wow.
The guy's an entertainment show all by himself.
We went out and we caught a number of sails with him, and there is a lot too keeping these rods. He had 6 rods out, keeping them to where they weren't crossing each other. When you get a sailfish, well, the first thing the sail's going to do is try and catch every rod in the boat. He went through, and when the sail was on, he would under this one, over that one, put the rod up. When the fish came close, he knew exactly what to do. When we pulled him over the side, it was perfect every time to where I know you're seeing some great shots as we're talking about how pretty these sailfish are. He knew we wanted pictures, we wanted video, and this wasn't a special trip for them. This is what they do on a daily basis.
You know, how many times you've been fishing with one buddy, and you each have one line out, and you get tangled up?
Absolutely.
Mario, between the lines and the teasers, he's got 8, 9 lines going at one time, and the
Sure.
guy, he's just keeping them going.
Sure. As far as a typical trip, somebody in the United States perhaps that's calling you or emailing you, what can you tell them that are the basics of your trip?
Well, first off, everything's included in our pricing. So there's no extra charges for bait or licenses. You don't have to be running around taking care of any sort of business. All your food, beverages, all included. All your cold beers, fresh fruit, it's all handled. The only extra expense would be an optional gratuity for the crew if you feel they earned it.
Absolutely.
I think they do.
Absolutely. The seasons down here, there's different seasons that have different types of fishing. Let's talk about that.
Well, the big species down here, obviously the billfish. Everybody wants to catch a billfish, and
Sure.
Sales can be taken year-round, as can the marlin. Although the marlin are a migratory species. Around here it's mostly blue marlin, but there is black and striped occasionally that to be caught. Sailfish, the bite does slow down a little bit, but when that happens, the blue marlin are here.
Okay.
Okay, the yellowfin tuna, they can be caught year-round, but this green season that we're in right now is when it really picks up. There's schools of 10 to 20 pounders you can run into and just start pulling them in like crazy, but there's been 200-pound yellowfins caught here.
Wow, wow. Well, we went out, and for the last couple of days, you've seen some of the best sail fishing I've ever experienced, for sure. The biggest I caught was 140 pounds, and we actually, my good friend Dr. Durham, 150-pounder, of which is quite a trophy for these waters.
That's a big sailfish for around here. I mean, the world record is 221 pounds.
Wow.
And a fish like that hasn't been seen in years. So
Wow.
150 is about as good as it's going to get around here, I mean, unless you're really lucky.
Wow, the fishery down here is probably unmatched anywhere in the world. And I think Costa Rica is known for the sail fishing, like the sail fishing capital of the world. And seeing what I've seen in the last couple of days, I'd have to say I agree.
We've got a lot of things on our plates right now, and moving forward, there's a few things that we're looking forward to doing. The first thing we want to do is we want to add a smaller boat for some inshore fishing. You know, not everybody wants to get out in that deep water, and there's some great inshore fishing around here.
Okay.
The rooster fish, for example, you can get them nice and close, and that's every angler's prize, is to catch a beauty of a
Understand the
rooster.
rooster fish. Yes, sir.
You know, the one thing I'm really looking forward to is that we're adding a fleet of Hobie kayaks with the Mirage propulsion system. The rivers down here are loaded with great fish that are often overlooked by vacationing fishermen. Okay. And you know what, there's world records out there just waiting to be caught. Just about 2 months ago, a 59-pound snook was taken in a river around here. So
snook are fun. I've been to that rodeo. They are fun.
Yeah, it's probably going to be my favorite part of the business, is having these kayaks in here. And it'll be affordable, and it'll be fun, and they're completely rigged out with electronics, GoPros, the whole thing. So a guy can take out his Hobie, he can almost be sure to get onto some fish, and he can have it all on film and then have a really good day. Joey, I should also tell you, we have a sponsorship thing going on with Coastal Angler magazine. They've just started a Costa Rica edition. And,
okay.
You know, Jamie and I are we're doing the fishing reports for the magazine, and easy way to keep track on what's going down here. If you get a chance, have a look at Coastal Angler magazine, the Costa Rica edition. Check out our reports, and that'll also help you figure out when and where you want to come fishing.
Now, can they see that online?
That's right. There's a free online subscription that you can get, and there's also a paid subscription available if you go that route.
Okay. How can they get in touch with you? What's the best way? Is it email, Facebook? What do they need to know?
Well, we're trying to keep a real strong social media presence. These days it's invaluable. Our website is www.dreamonsportfishing.com. Has loads of information, tons of great pictures, booking buttons, that sort of thing. I would suggest anybody who's planning a sport fishing trip down in the area, take a look at peer review sites like TripAdvisor. There's a lot of fishing boats down here, and you know, a lot of them, you know, you wouldn't want to be out in some of those big waters. They're more for inshore, so you got to do a little bit of homework and read about the crew. You know, like I said, the three keys to our business is my captain, my first mate, and our boat. And those are the three things that somebody should really check out.
Folks, an absolutely great boat, great team. Very impressed with this week here in Costa Rica. I've had my family here, which made it special. But having fished on your boat, that might be the highlight, sure enough. I want to thank you for an absolutely wonderful trip.
Joey, it was great to have you guys on the boat. I was so happy that you enjoyed yourself. That you hit some big fish.
Wow.
And everything just seemed to work out.
Yep. Yeah, everything that could did. And we'll be back on a trip real soon with Dream On Sport Fishing down in Acatao Beach, Costa Rica.